Yes, welcome back to another Toltec Pickups video, and today we are just taking a very quick look at this Hipshot brand bass bridge for the Rickenbacker. Complete new design, individual saddles that do adjust a lot better for the intonation and individually adjustable for the height and side string spacing, higher mass, less screws in there. There's a couple of flaws in there. It's overall a better bridge in my opinion, but there's still a little bit of like about it. So obviously you can see you have the 4 individual adjustable saddles here. We've got 2 screws at the rear and 2 that sit pretty much just under these saddles at either side here, which I'm not keen on. I'll come to that in a sec. You probably like the original bridge because it's all original and everything's right in your opinion, but you don't know what you're talking about. We've got adjustable height screws here, grub screw with the Allen wrench, which is a US sizing, and I believe this is a 1/16 or 1.59 mil. This string comes and sits on the saddle piece right in the center, which has this 3rd screw here. When you undo this, you can move that piece. It's like a bar that goes through what the string sits on, and that you can adjust the string spacing. That's what that is about. A lot more room for travel on the intonation part of the saddle. I don't like the screws that sit under the saddle area here, because if you want to lower the saddle quite low to get a low action, the dome, even though it's countersunk and recessed, the dome part of the screw still can catch on the base of this saddle. You're trying to adjust this back and it's catching on the screw, so make sure they're well countersunk. Make sure when you put this on that your ground, bridge ground, which is a wire that sits under here and goes to your controls, is making a great contact, which it does. You don't have to drill anything for that. Just the 4 screw holes there. Strings thread through the rear, awesome. And then there is a recessed in the plate groove, which I think there should be 2 of these grooves, but there's 1 for each saddle, which one of the adjustment height screws sits in, and that's supposed to keep it nice and sturdy from tipping. But this one, that one's good, that one's not so bad. I found on this particular one that the D is not that great. The grooves are all the same size. That's a little bit of a flaw. The whole point of this bridge getting upgraded was so that didn't really happen, but this one is being a bit of a pain. This bass is a 4001, I think, model. Whatevs. US sizings for all the little adjustment screws here. It is a better upgrade. It's got a couple of little flaws that I'm not massively keen on, but you can set your action a lot better as well for the Rickenbacker. That's another, you might have seen one of my other videos where I'm going on about how I'm not a massive fan of them in general, which still I'll stand by that, but so far so good with this particular model. As always, like, sub to the channel for more interesting little bits of info. This is how you adjust it. Again, 2 adjustment screws there for the height, intonation screw there, and this 3rd screw on each one allows you to move this part here side to side to get a better accurate string spacing. So that's a nice little feature. Once more time, Toltec Pickups, like, sub, comment, whinge, praise, all them awesome things, and I'll see you again next time. Easy, innit?